you turn the ball over 4 times against a team like this. And then, early on defensively, we kind of hung in there. They had some big 3rd down conversions on, I think, their 2nd touchdown drive. They kind of wore us down a little bit. And then it kind of caved in on us. I think just the overall immaturity of our team really showed and jumped up and bit us. We've probably hidden it to a degree, but it all kind of caved in today. But it certainly started with the opening kickoff of the game to put the ball on the ground like that and give them the quick touchdown.
Does the youth come into play too when you got a guy that makes cutbacks like him?
Pardon me?
Does the youth come into play too when you have a guy that makes cuts like that?
You know what? I'd like to say, well, here's a guy that played at Alabama that's an older, experienced guy against a young defense. I think that's probably true, but a lot of that's happened all year regardless of who we've played against. It seems like whoever the back is seems to jump up and take advantage of the opportunities. But he made some plays, there's no question. 82 made some plays. They're a legitimate, as I said all week, BCS top-level offensive football team. They really are. I think we could have done some things. I think we could have moved the ball a little bit. We kind of pecked around and did move it a little bit, but give them credit. I mean, they are a well-coached team that has an outstanding scheme.
Positives to take away, Jarrell doing what he did on a sprained ankle?
Not many. I think I'll be anxious to see how the young linebackers, Kimmy Carson, played. Seemed like he made a couple plays. Jarrell had the long run. Edling made the play on the Y-hide. I think Gibson had a pretty good run. At least at the end, we hung in there and didn't just completely collapse defensively. Uday got hurt right off, pretty early, so Ziltz played the whole game. We're pretty depleted, but, not really many positives other than maybe Presley looks like he's healthy, to maybe give us a chance and go beat Wyoming.
Lamar was probably forced into some situations that he's not ready for. How would you assess him?
Lamar?
Yeah.
I don't know that we're consistent enough throwing the ball. I think we left some things out there. I thought Magnet had a chance to make a play. I thought he played okay. He played like a redshirt freshman that was under some adverse situation right off the bat, and trying to dig out of a hole. Again, I look at it like it's one step more of valuable experience for some young guys. But certainly this is humbling. It's humbling to stand there and take that. But I give them credit. I give them a lot of credit. He's done a heck of a job, and they're a heck of a football team.
Going into the Wyoming game, how do you handle this one? You just kind of forget it and move
on?
I
think we're still so young that I don't think you can just flip the page and say, okay, let's go put that one behind us and let's go to Wyoming. We're still learning on the run at a lot of positions. And I think it's so valuable, obviously, for us to look at that tape and take, I think if you had an older football team, a more experienced team, you'd say, okay, it's over, let's burn it, let's go to Wyoming, let's try to win a game at home, but we're still learning. We're still learning. And as difficult as it is, I think we have to sit there and again just show why things happened and try to solve those things, because I think this team will rebound psychologically. This has been a tough stretch for us, with Boise, Utah State, and Colorado State 3 weeks. But again, we've got to be good enough to execute. And the only way you can learn to execute is take those mistakes and learn from those mistakes.
Pushing the second half kickoff, was that kind of just forget the first half?
No. What it was actually a sky right. We were going to hang it. We were going to kick it a lot deeper to the right, but he just scuffed it. Yeah, so there was no intent to kick the ball to the 40-yard line. We were all a little surprised by that.
You guys did.
You can tell the game kind of got out of our hands. So, I just had to try to keep the defense together. And I don't do too much talking, so I try to do it by example in the fourth. Yeah.
How did it get away from you guys, would you say? Obviously, the fumble kickoff at the start really hurt. They got some short fields, but it just kind of unraveled. And what happened in your mind? Obviously, they're a good team.
Yeah, obviously they're a pretty good team, and if you give them short fields like that, of course they're going to take advantage. So, when playing a good team like that, you can't make mistakes and give them a short field. So, that's on us, and it's a couple more things on defense, but pretty much that's how the game got away from us, I feel.
You guys, one more game left. You can't forget about this one, but you kind of put it aside and starting now and concentrate on Wyoming.
Yeah, I'll say for the team. For me, I'll remember this for next year. But it's on the next game. Hopefully, everybody steps up and don't lay down. But hopefully, we can go out and win that game next week.
Schematically, did they do anything different than you guys didn't expect, or was it just execution?
A couple new formations, but it came down to execution, and they executed more than us, basically.
Seemed like it was tough getting to Grayson, who can really move. Not a runner, but he can move around.
Yes, sir.
And you had lots of time when you didn't blitz. Was able to beat the blitz when you did. It seemed like. Is that a fair assessment? Just a good, experienced quarterback.
Yeah, you can tell he's pretty confident in what he's doing. He delivered a couple pretty good balls, I feel like, but he's a reason why they won, and he's a good player, and I give credit to him.
How has the move to the mic been for you?
It's a lot of learning. I'm like a sponge right now. I got to soak all this information in, but I think I'm handling it pretty well, and I think by week I'm gonna get better at the position.